this next part of Module 3, I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the 4-part Rapid Amazon Product Listing Setup. The 4 parts that I'm going to be teaching you to implement in the following 4 lessons will include Part 1, crafting the perfect product title, Part 2, writing an irresistible product description, Part 3, creating attention-grabbing product images, and Part 4, grabbing your piece of the Amazon real estate. Let's go ahead and get started with Part 1. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to set up your Amazon product listing for the optimal quality and the best results possible. Realize I'm going to give you a lot of detail and a lot of information over the next few lessons to teach you exactly how to do this. And as we talked about in the previous lessons, we want to make sure that you get your product listing up as soon as possible. So just realize that this is going to be a lot of detail, and this is what your product listing is going to look like when you are completed with it. But in the meantime, make sure you just get some information into these different areas that we're going to be talking about here to get your product live, and then you can go through and you can enhance the listing while you're waiting for your product to arrive in stock in Amazon. So let's go ahead and get started with this lesson. The first thing we're going to talk about is getting a keyword-rich title. Now, as we talked about in previous lessons, this is very important when it comes to getting the organic search results that we want from Amazon. And we're going to be going into much more detail in each one of these different areas. So I just want to briefly just touch upon what we're going to be doing with each of these areas. So we're going to go ahead and use our best keyword phrases in our title. And we're going to get more specific on that in our next lesson when we're going to talk about specifically how we want our title to look like. We're going to go through and include our key product features in the title, and we're also going to add a call to action and guarantee into the title. So this is going to be in a lot more detail in the next lesson, but this is the areas that we're going to focus on for our keyword-rich title. Next, we're going to be looking at our product description, and we're going to write an irresistible product description focusing in these areas where we're going to actually do a sales copy format. There are specific criteria that I'm going to teach you that you're going to want to have in your product description and lay it out properly so it all formats very nicely. And we're going to actually use a HTML formatted template that is going to help you to make it exactly the way we want it to look like on your Amazon product page. Next, we're going to create attention-grabbing product images. And in these images, we're going to make it so we can sell our item to our customer. Because remember, they cannot feel it, they can't touch it, they can't smell it. We want to make it as if they're able to see the product in person. And we're going to be using, first we're going to be using the supplier images that we get from our supplier, and we can also use sample images as well. In later lessons, we're going to go through and we're going to learn how to go and enhance our images later and to make it that much better. But for the beginning, just to get started, we're going to either use our supplier images or sample images that you get when you first have your sample sent to you and you can take the pictures yourself. And next, we're going to be talking about grabbing a piece of your Amazon real estate. And basically by that means we're going to go through the product listing, and I'm going to walk through in Amazon Central exactly what you want to have in your Amazon listing, piece by piece by piece. I'm going to walk you through that just so you make sure that you're getting all the things that you want to have in your finalized listing. And I'm going to go through the most important fields that you want to make sure that you're specifically concentrating on, and you want to get them set up and ready to go. And I'll be going through that in step 4 of this lesson. So right now, let's go over to part 1 where we're going to create the perfect product title. We'll see you in the next lesson.